use those social media applications, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them, and put up your fantastic pictures of your time here at the Commonwealth Games. Hashtag GC 2018 Boxing. Remember to share the dream. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the referee for the following bout. From Turkmenistan, let's welcome Ishanguli Merenyazov. Judging the following bout, Judge 1, Canada, Judge 2, Australia, Judge 3, Sri Lanka, Judge 4, United States of America, Judge 5, Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first boxing out of the red corner. Tonight, representing Wales, Sammy. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner. Tonight, representing Samoa, let's welcome Plodzicki, Faoagali. Ladies and gentlemen, official introduction time. The men's light heavyweight final. Introducing first boxing out of the red corner. Tonight, representing Wales, let's welcome Sammy.
So Ato Plodzicki Faoagali competing in his fourth contest of the tournament. He's had a hard road to the gold medal bout. 4-1 split decision winner over Harley David O'Reilly, man from Canada, at the semi-final stage. Sammy Lee competing in just his third contest. And what a battle this promises to be between the two 19-year-olds.
No low blow. Check hand. Good luck.
Well, the crowd get the sense after that perfunctory touch of glove that this one could well be explosive in the battle for 81 kilogram light heavyweight gold. And we're underway, both men right out on top of the logo. And they were at the same Commonwealth Youth Games tournament last year in Nassau in Bahamas. Ato Faoagali came away with bronze. That's the man in blue, and the man in red took top spot on the podium. That is Sammy Lee from Wales, two medalists from the youth edition last year here in the senior tournament, facing off for Commonwealth Games gold, and they have got right down to business, these two hard-punching light heavyweights.
What a start from both boxers. Faoagali's going for it, but so is Lee. Watch out for Lee's right hook. It's a tremendous shot. He throws the left hand over the top and finishes on the right hook. Big puncher is Lee, and he's a young lad also. So inexperienced, but he's taken this tournament by storm, Lee. Has no respect for his opponents whatsoever. And Faoagali has had the 3 contests. Sammy Lee, the 2 contests. So Lee may just be a little bit fresher.
Good punch picking from both men through the first minutes of the round. And this, Richie, similar to the manner in which Lee got his Commonwealth Games campaign underway, because against Uganda's Regan Simbwa, well, he came out at this type of tempo. Oh, that's a wonderful right uppercut from Lee. But he came out at this type of intensity, only to find himself hanging on in rounds 2 and 3. He got through it, he got over the line, but he really didn't pace himself well in that first contest. Oh, what a right hand from Lee. Back comes Faoagali with the same shot.
There's that hook from Lee we spoke about. Just finishes on the hook. He leans in with the 1-2 and just slips to the side, slips to his right, and then finishes on the right hook. It's a big shot. Now the Welsh corner, they've done their homework well again here. They know that they've got to get their nose in front in the first round, win the first round. Very difficult for the opponent then to get the victory. And I think Faoagali and the Samoan camp are thinking the same, to try and win the first round. So both boxers really going for it. Faoagali there brought Lee onto a cracking shot.
Plodzicki, Faoagali with a cracking southpaw left. Just moments before that, there was a jolting right jab. The chins of both boxers being checked in this opening round as the hooks continue to thunder in. Neither man paying much attention to defense. It is an offensive onslaught from both boxers deep into this first round.
I think what makes this so exciting, Ronald, is both boxers are prepared to take a shot, to land a shot. But Lee, dangerous with the right hook, but just got to watch what he's doing as he's coming forward, committing himself a lot, leaving himself open here and there. Faoagali has landed some big shots also. Cracking opening round.
Right up until the bell, my goodness. We've seen some cagey contests for Commonwealth Games gold here today, but this one doesn't fall into that category. Both men throwing bombs from the opening bell.
You don't need to fight in the medium range. You don't need to. Just stay long. And just do your basic 1-2s, but use your feints, but go high and low. Go high and low and just stay long.
Well, you hear the Samoan corner, they're saying to him, you don't need to box on mid-range. Well, Faoagali did have some success, big puncher himself. But Sammy Lee lands that right hook there. We spoke about it at the start of the contest, how dangerous he is with that shot. Leans over there, but then walks onto a good shot. So he's a little bit inaccurate with his left-hand work there. Leans forward, but there, look at that right hook, leading with that shot. What a round that was.
So into the second round, and it's a cracking right jab from Sammy Lee to begin the stanza. Plodzicki, Faoagali looking to establish his own straight shots before the boxers fall into a clinch. First saw both of these boxers at the 2016 World Youth Championships as Plodzicki Faoagali lands with a perfect overhand left. Right hook again from Sammy Lee in that tournament in St. Petersburg. Lee came away with a quarter-final finish, eliminated at that stage for a sixth-place finish. Plodzicki Faoagali was eliminated in the first preliminary round, and interestingly, he represented Australia at that tournament, as he did at the Commonwealth Youth Games, but switched to his father's homeland of Samoa after missing out on selection for Australia at this tournament.
Faoagali is failing to heed the advice of his corner here, Ronald. He doesn't seem to be able to box at range, or he's just allowing Lee to close that gap down. This Welshman is strong on the inside. An out-and-out mid-range power puncher is Lee. Faoagali and the Samoan corner are trying to say to their boxer to box at range, but he's not being able to do that.
Now, we mentioned the fact that in his quarter-final contest against Regan Simbwa, Sammy Lee really emptied the tank in the opening round, looking to put his man away, and when he didn't do it, well, he was boxing in a posture similar to what he's showing here. His mouth was open, his stance got a bit ragged at times. Both of these men have absorbed some punches, they've delivered plenty through the opening round and a half. Who will lash the pace better? Will we make it to the final bell if it continues at this intensity? Oh my goodness, now this has changed the complexion of the contest, because Plodzicki Faoagali has just been docked to point for excessive holding. So it's going to be almost impossible for him to win this round now. Whatever point score he comes out with will now be subject to -1 under the 10-point must system.
And that's just halted the attacks there from Lee, which is very clever. And oh, look, the shot. Very clever from Lee, actually. There he gets the count with that hook. That was a super punch. But Lee's just slowed down. He knows he's won the round. He doesn't need to go forward and get tangled up, because he may get a count. Great shot from Lee.
It's a massive round for Sammy Lee. And again, we have to point out that in AIBA boxing, the 3-round format of the Olympic Games and Commonwealth Games, that a 10-8 count or sending your man to the floor as Lee lands another cracking right hook, that won't necessarily result in a 10-8 round as it does in the professional ranks. but the fact that a point has been removed, if you consider Lee to have won this round, then it will be a 10-8 round in favor of the man in red. Plodzicki Faoagali will have to come out furiously in an effort to take this one in the third and final round.
I think that's a definite 10-8 round for the Welshman, Lee.
Good boy, good boy. Okay, okay, hold on now. Okay,
tremendous round from Lee, prepared to take his opponent head on. Oh, lovely right hook there on the inside from Lee. Toe-to-toe stuff, wants to drag his opponent into a toe-to-toe battle, and he's getting the better of it. Good right hook there, forces the count. Faoagali had a warning as well, so had a point deducted. That's a 10-8 round if ever I've seen one for Lee.
Just working in this zone.
You've got it, Sam, boy, you've got it.
Finish
From Turkmenistan, happy with the manner in which the boxers were wiped down ultimately. So the third and final round underway, and it's another hard punching start from both boxers. Plodzicki Faoagali, well, he needs a massive round here. In all probability, he needs to take his man out inside the distance or score a 10-8 or 10-7 round in his favor.
He doesn't only need a massive round, he probably needs the round of his career here, Faoagali. He has got to try and force standing counts or get Lee to hold on the inside. That wasn't too bad, but the referee says it was at the back of the head. So that's an illegal shot there. Lee boxing well now behind the jab. Faoagali, you can sense the urgency in his work now. He knows he's losing. He's on that front foot. He's taking it to Lee, but this might just suit Lee. Lee just might bring him onto bigger shots now.
Mention the fact that Plodzicki Faoagali formerly represented Australia. He took the national youth title in 2016 for Australia. Sammy Lee has taken 3 consecutive British titles. Good 1-2 from Plodzicki Faoagali, but back comes Lee, and it's another exchange at centre ring.
You just heard Colin Jones there, back on the gas. Sammy wants him to work a little bit harder. Colin Jones shouting the instructions there, bringing Faoagali onto punches like we spoke about. Faoagali coming over his front foot, still dangerous, but Lee boxing well now, bringing him onto shots.
Very measured display by Sammy Lee in this third and final round, in contrast to the furious exchanges we saw throughout the opening 3 minutes. He knows that he's in the commanding position on the scorecards. He's expended an awful lot of energy, but he can just control the tempo here. But the hooks continuing to be exchanged at close range. Sammy Lee first to the punch once again. Plodzicki Faoagali, he knows that he needs to find a finishing shot now. He's got that backhand cocked, but he cannot find the range.
Faoagali keeps coming forward. Look how low Lee's right hand is. But that's the trap that he's setting Lee. Once Faoagali's come over the front foot, and then he brings him onto his own left hand and finishes on the right hook. Got to watch what he's doing, Lee. Got to keep his head up. Doesn't want the referee to even things up by giving him a warning and docking him a point.
It's been a terrific tournament from Sammy Lee because he beat the Australian Clay Waterman at the semi-final stage on a 4-1 split decision. And here, short of walking onto a calamitous punch from his point of view, as he's punch picking effectively, he's going to box his way through to top spot on the podium, surely. Sammy Lee raises his arms immediately because he has neutralized the threat of his fellow medalist from the Commonwealth Youth Games in Nassau, Bahamas last year. Furious opening round between these two boxers, but then the point deduction in the second round against Plodzicki Faoagali changed the complexion of the contest. It changed the tactics of the contest, and Lee boxed in very circumspect fashion, effectively for the remainder of the bout.
I think it was Faoagali getting the tactics wrong in the opening round. His corner wanted him to box at range. He didn't do that. He walked onto big shots from Lee. It's got to be Lee's.
Final checks complete, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the official decision. The judges have scored this bout as a unanimous points decision in favour of the red corner.
Sammy Lee didn't even wait for the announcement, because as soon as he heard the word unanimous, he knew that he was the Commonwealth Games gold medalist. A seamless transition from youth success in Nassau, Bahamas last year at the Commonwealth Youth Games through to senior success here on Gold Coast 2018. Sammy Lee is the light heavyweight champion after a series of terrific performances. He outpoints the man from Samoa, Plodzicki, Faoagali. He comes away with Commonwealth Youth Games silver after a terrific tournament for him. But the champion is 19-year-old Sammy Lee from Swansea.
That's a tremendous display from Lee, it really is. Taking his opponent head on, fighting fire with fire, getting the tactics right, finishing on the hook very well. Excellent performance. Let's have a look at him here, just taking on Faoagali, bringing him onto shots. 19 years of age, that's all this lad is. Lovely left hand there, finishing on the hook, and then there's another left hand. Faoagali thought he could get the better of his opponent, but Lee was superb, he really was.
So Sammy Lee in a hard punching exchange with Damien Plodzicki. Faoagali, he came out on top, a unanimous points decision winner. Let's hear from him now. He's with Jess Creighton.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next we have the medal ceremony for the men's 75 kilogram. And then after that, we have the final bout of the Commonwealth Games competition.
Sammy, that was amazing, taking selfies already. You really went out there and showed what you can do tonight. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. Winning the Youth Commonwealth Games just 6 months ago, and then winning this is unbelievable. My third senior fight. Thank you very much, and just can't believe it, really. It's brilliant.
How difficult is it to make that step up from the youth ranks into the senior?
It's difficult, a bit tougher because of men, but still got to win and done and showed who's boss.
Now that you've got this gold medal, how far do you think you can go in this sport?
In the sport, hopefully now Tokyo 20, trying my best to get on there. Well, I just showed everybody what I can do, so hopefully, please God, I get it.
The Wales team have had some great support in the Oxenford studios today. Who's out here supporting you?
All my team, the physios, psychologists, all the team really. Just thanks very much for all the support at home. And told you the Welsh Warrior is coming to get this gold, and I've done it. Love you, mum and dad, and brothers and sisters. I'm coming home with gold, baby.
Definitely did. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Ta.
Wow, what a gold. What a surprise gold in many ways for Wales. This kid, I mean, he is a kid, isn't he? He's a young lad, he's raw. He's come through winning Commonwealth Youth Games and a very quick ascent to be there, top of the heap in this division.
And the good thing is, and that was a great win, because that whole division, light heavyweight, when I was talking about this on this sofa 8 or 9 days ago, I said, I have no idea who's going to be in the final. I'm sorry, I can't help you. And Jason Mohammed looked at me like I was crazy. I just couldn't help it because I had no idea. Once 2 19-year-olds in the final, and that was old-fashioned amateur boxing. That was like something from the 70s or the 80s. We saw just an hour or so ago, Peter McGrath, textbook class, precision. What those two guys did there was they just said, you know what, fellas, they shook hands and let's just have a fight. And that's what they did all the way through. You know, I'll be absolutely honest with you. I thought Faoagali was a little bit hard done by in the second round. He had a point taken away for holding. I think that was harsh. And it broke his rhythm. And I think it gave Sammy Lee the confidence to push on afterwards. And, you know, in all fairness, they both looked tired in the first round. And they just stood toe to toe. He is raw, absolutely, Gabby. But that's what a squad system does. They can refine things. They can get in to be a bit more educated with his boxing, because he's getting caught with big shots, he's landing big shots, and Richie gave a couple of things away there. He's a shrewd old nut, Richie Woodall, don't worry about that. He's taken this kid on the pads, he's been in the ring with this kid up in Sheffield. So when he said he bangs, that means he punches, he means it. Richie wouldn't just say, if he wasn't a hard puncher, Richie wouldn't give him a plug. So that means the kid can bang. And if that can be harnessed, you've got 2 years and 2 major tournaments before the Olympics, and he was talking about 2020, that kid's a danger. I like him. He's a baby, he's 19 years of age.
And that means getting into the the elite system, though, and being in Sheffield all the time?
It means getting into the elite system, being on what's called the podium squad, and it means, whether he likes it or not, it means travelling and fighting in hard tournaments where you might lose after 2 fights, but you're fighting against the Uzbeks, the Kazakhs, the Ukrainians, the Russians, the Cubans, all the great fighting nations. And by the way, we're in that mix of the great fighting nations, to be absolutely straight.
But you've got to put yourself toe-to-toe with those guys before you get to
It's not like it used to be in the 60s and 70s when we went away to Olympics and even World Championships praying that we didn't get beat. Now we go to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for men's 81 kilograms. Presented by Life Vice President of the Commonwealth Games of Federation, the Honourable Michael Fennell, OJCD. Accompanied by a representative of Incognitus, Craig Lovett. The winners of the bronze medal, representing Australia, Clay Waterman, and Canada, Harley O'Reilly. The winner of the silver medal, representing Samoa, Plodzicki, Faoagali. The gold medalist and Commonwealth champion, representing Wales, Sammy Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Wales. Gold Coast, let's celebrate our Commonwealth Games medalists.